Ever send you guys my friend's Spec script?
For Friends?
Yeah, the one where Rachel gets her asshole bleached.
You have, yeah. That's good. It was funny.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get a job on
Friends?
on Big Bang Theory.
Center was Spec.
Yeah.
Where Rachel gets her asshole bleached?
Rachel gets her asshole bleached, and then but it turns out it's just cum because the doctor was gay. And he was watching a commercial with Joey in it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's gay for Joey.
He's doing her asshole. He's like, I think he's an asshole doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes on her ass.
Because he's watching, his dick is out?
Yeah, and then Ross is like, what the hell is this? And she's like, it must have been from the doctor. And Ross confronts the doctor, and he's like, no, I'm gay.
Right.
And Ross is like, thank God. And I forget how I got there, but in the end, he rapes Joey. He goes
the doctor?
The doctor, or he maybe rapes Chandler. I just remember because it opens with Chandler's in the apartment masturbating. And Joey comes in.
He's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, and Joey explains, Joey has met a man on the train. No, sorry. Joey's at home. Chandler is on the train. A Turkish man starts touching Chandler's penis. And he thinks he's being sexually assaulted,
right.
But the Turkish man hands him a printed out FAQ on jelking. And so Joey and Chandler get into jelking.
I see.
But Joey tells Chandler, if a man is ever molesting you, you just yell, I have AIDS, I have AIDS.
That's smart.
And they'll stop. So the episode ends with the doctor breaking into the apartment.
Because he finds out that he's friend. He doesn't know Joey's friends with
The doctor's
Rachel.
name is Dr. Beverly, if you remember correctly. So Joey finds out the doctor is into him, and he's like,
he thinks
give them my address. So in the middle of the night,
he thinks it's a girl named Beverly.
and he comes into Joey's bed. And it ends with the lights off with Joey yelling.
I have AIDS.
That's a good callback.
And that's really good because it all ties up together. All the storylines come together.
They actually, you know what? They do.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll go find the.
It's pretty smart.
I believe that's what I'm saying. It's beautiful.
It
well
does
done.
tie together, but they didn't hire me.
That's so fucked up.
On the Big Bang Theory?
They didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even know if I sent it to the right. I just sent it to the Big Bang Theory at gmail.com.
That's probably the Big
That's
Bang
probably
Theory.
yeah. It's probably got there.
Yeah. I forget what Phoebe's doing in that. Phoebe.
Oh yeah, where's Phoebe? Where's
I don't know.
Courtney
Monica.
Cox?
I wrote this when I was a young man. Now
Yeah.
I'm fucking old and I can't remember anything or do anything.
Yeah, Phoebe and Monica have to have something going on.
Yeah.
Maybe does the Turkish man fuck Phoebe or something? There's a Turkish guy coming in there.
No, there's what is there at the college perk? There's an Italian man.
Central Perk.
Central Perk.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there's an Italian man that's like, he's at the counter and Gunter's like, don't fucking speak Spanish in here.
Right.
Yeah, order in English.
Yeah, and then either Monica or Rachel learned Italian in college. I guess that's it.
I don't remember.
They start talking to him, and then Monica's fucking the Italian guy for a while, and then it turns out he's gay.
Oh. She thought Courtney Cox was like a small man.
Yeah, that's
Something
interesting.
like that.
No, that's good.
That's pretty
hold
interesting.
On, I gotta pull.
Yeah, pull that up, man.
You do like a table read, man.
Pull that up. We'll do a table
I
read.
gotta see if I can find it.
Maybe you could see if you can find my dick. It'll be really easy because it's big. Whew, dodged a bullet there, Adam.
What?
That was close.
Yeah.
I almost admitted my dick was small.
Oh my God.
Thank God Nick wasn't paying attention. That's usually the kind of thing he pounces on.
No, man, I'm telling you, I'm slow.
You got to get him distracted.
in my old years.
Yeah,
gotta get him
old slow Nick.
Slow Nick with a little dick.
No.
That's what everybody calls him. Yes.
What about Rachel's asshole? Let's see here. Okay. Chandler's got a lazy Susan under the recliner, so it spins around. That comes back.
Okay.
Yeah, Joey walks in, and he says, "Hey, it's fucking Joey Tribbiani." And Chandler's like doing a Captain Kirk impression. He's like, "Beam me up, Scotty." And Joey's like, "Whoa, that thing swivels." And he's like, "I put a lazy Susan under the recliner. Now it's got 360 degrees of reclination.
That's awesome.
Joey says 300 degrees. It heats up now too.
Oh, I like that you have just some classic.
Dumb.
Yeah, it's Friends.
That's fun.
That's Chandler says
That's
no,
very in his
Joey.
voice.
Degree referring to angle, not temperature.
Right.
And then Joey says, ha ha ha, damn, I'm fucking retarded. And then Chandler says, yeah, but this thing rules. We can watch the big game, and then with a simple kick, and then he spins around and he goes, and then Joey sees the kitchen. He goes, we can watch some bitch cook us breakfast.
Right.
And Chandler says, well, I was going to say, throw me a beer. And Joey throws him a beer. Joey says, hey, so what's the deal with having your penis out? The TV is off. Or are you masturbating to your imagination? Or did that hot piece of ass across the street accidentally breastfeed in front of the window again? And he says, no, I wasn't beating Alf at all. Check this out. And then Chandler tosses Joey the stack of papers stapled together. Joey struggles to read the first page, sounding out every word like a mongoloid in a job training course. Joey, an FAQ on jelking? Joey starts shaking his head and hands the fact back to Chandler. Joey, tearing up, scared. Chandler, what is this? Are you gay? And Chandler says, no, man, I'm not gay. It's a frequently asked questions on jelking.
Right.
I bought it off a Syrian guy on the 6 train.
Oh, so he's Syrian.
Yeah,
Oh.
Sorry.
That changed.
They don't really use. They're never on the subway in
And
France.
then Joey says, Joey's wiping
Never seen
away.
it. Seinfeld, you see
Seinfeld, yeah.
Joey's wiping away his tears, and he says, so you're not gay, but what is jelking? And why do you need a FAQ on it? Chandler gets up in the chair, and he says, so get this. I'm on the 6 train. Yeah? And it's packed, real New York subway stuff, crammed in like sardines. I love sardines. On white pizza, Mamma Mia. Can you go 5 seconds without thinking about pizza? Joey looks up and starts counting to 5 on his hands. Okay, can we talk about pizza
That's
again?
good, man.
Thanks.
That's
good.
awesome.
So I'm on the train, and I feel something. Something down there. Chandler sheepishly points to his still exposed penis. On your, that's right. And I look over, and this Syrian guy is grabbing my package. Joey. And that's what Syrian means. And he goes, so I'm ready to fight this guy. Joey looks skeptical. Chandler says, what? I mean it. I've fought. I've been in fights. In junior high, I knocked out the biggest kid in school. And then Joey raises his eyebrow, and he says, okay, so he was the fattest kid in school. And maybe I started a rumor that he was molested and he killed himself over it. But that's a type of fighting. I have a fighting spirit. Yeah, the spirit of St. Louis. What? Isn't that the charity that helps retarded kids? No, that was Charles Lindbergh's plane. What am I thinking of? I'm not sure. Maybe the Ronald McDonald House. Right.
That's classic Joey. Classic Triviani.
Anyways, I look over, and this guy, he's grabbing my Johnson. And you didn't hit him? Well, the train was packed, so I whispered, I'm not gay. You whispered? Well, I didn't want to draw attention to myself, and there were other people trying to read.
Right.
Some guy is sexually molesting you, and your concern is interrupting someone else's commute. It's called being considerate, Joey. Well, it sounds pretty fucking gay to me. Well, get this, Joey. He's not gay either. He's a salesman, and he tells me my dick is really small. All right, now you've lost me. Joey, the guy is selling jelking information. He sold me this fact. I'm still not sure what it is. Jelking is the ancient secret Arab art of squeezing your dick to fluff it up before girls sees it. It makes it hang fat. Hang fat, huh? Just like that kid you beat up in junior high? Well, no, he shot himself with his dad's gun. But with this baby, I'm not blowing any more dates by pulling out my small, soft dick too early. Joey puts his hand on his friend's shoulder. Buddy, as long as you're safe, that's all I care about. Thanks, man. And let me tell you something. If some guy ever does that to you again, and he's not just a Syrian trying to make a living on the busy, bustling streets of this crazy city we call New York, you look him right in the eye and scream, I have AIDS. I have AIDS? Yep, that'll put a stop to it right then and there. Okay, yeah.
That's awesome.
Joey grabs Chandler and moves towards the living room. Now, put on Channel 8, that commercial I shot for 6-minute abs is airing, and I want to see if I can tape it to send to my Nana. And that sets up the doctor. Well, the doctor, sees the ad, and he ejaculates on Rachel's ass.
Oh, wow. Your asshole, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is great. Why don't we save the rest of this for the episode that aired Wednesday.
We'll read it in there. It's just. Well, here's where we get to the. And now here we're in the coffee shop.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Phoebe, Monica, and Rachel. And I spelled Rachel wrong. And Phoebe is sitting in a lotus pose in her chair while Monica and Rachel look at her quizzically. Monica to Phoebe, you have a healing crystal in your vagina as we speak? And Phoebe says, namaste. And Rachel says, look, Phoebe, we want this to work for you, but you should still tell guys you have herpes. She says, when you establish an emotional connection with someone, you can tell them things with your mind.
Yeah.
She says, well, why? Well, wait, you guys establish an emotional connection with the guys you're sleeping with?
That's Monica or Rachel?
That's Rachel. And Monica says, at this point, I'd just like to be able to speak the same language as the guy I'm seeing. At the bar, a handsome Italian man, Giovanni, places an order with Gunther. Gunther isn't understanding him, and this gets everyone's attention.
Whoa, is that a spider behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Giovanni says, Como se dice cappuccino? Prego, una cappuccino I biscotti, si biscotti, cappuccino. Che o mai strano is Italian.
Yeah.
Gunther tapping the pin on his apron and says, sir, what part of refugees not welcome? Don't you understand? And then Monica says, scratch that. He's gorgeous. And then Rachel said, didn't you take a semester of Italian in college? Monica says, Gunther, he says he wants a cappuccino and a biscotti. And Gunther begrudgingly punches the buttons on the register. 1 biscotti and 1 cappuccino. Was that so hard? To the Italian. And Rachel says, oh, my God, he's coming over here. And Phoebe says, this is just like one of those pasta commercials. And Rachel says, yeah, this time, though, it's not just the noodles that are getting wet.
Oh.
And then
nice.
Wow,
so there's
sexy.
a lot of Friends stuff.
There's a lot of friend stuff. Seriously.
You know, this is...
I'm just telling you, let's do a table read for the second half.
Yeah, the
On
Giovanni
the
says,
episode that happened.
Thank you,
Wednesday.
thank you so much. That guy, I think he used his asshole bleach to dye his hair.
Nice.
That's good. He
Oh,
says-
gets the
Gunther,
idea.
he's got a
burn.
And that
burn.
gets the idea in Rachel's head.
Yeah, Rachel says asshole bleach. He goes, yes, you know, to bleach the asshole. And the girls are confused. And Phoebe says, I heard about this. It's an ancient art in India. They bleach the asshole to channel their inner chakras. It's been imported to Europe. And then Giovanni says to Monica, anyhow, thank you for helping me. I'm visiting New York. I don't really know how to fit in. Monica says, I can help you fit in. And she points to her vagina. And Giovanni says, what is your number? And then Chandler comes up and he goes, oh, her number? About 230 so, but most of that was in college and a couple were rapes.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And Monica says, Jesus fucking Christ. And then Rachel says, God damn, that's just not cool.
It's pretty fucked
Jenna
up.
says, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was dealing with modern women who can take everything except compliments and jokes. And we'll just do the rest. It's like,
Wow.
Wow.